found a field of abandoned Ferrari supercars with a very sad fate. A few dozen rare classic Ferrari supercars and other expensive cars are rusting outdoors in a field somewhere in the United States. This is not an extreme museum at all. Who dares to throw away so many valuable cars? This collection was assembled by a certain lawyer whose name is not mentioned. His first exhibits were Chevrolet Corvette, but his tastes eventually crossed the Atlantic and led him to buy at least 20 exotic European cars. Among them were Lamborghini, Lotus, Rolls-Royce, Porsche and Ferrari. A few years later, his collection already included 13 supercars Ferrari from the Mondial and 400i Grand Tourer to 308, 328 and 348 and the legendary Testarossa. But his life was not free from black clouds. In 2011, he was diagnosed with a serious illness that made him unable to drive them anymore, so the entire collection went to a large covered garage of one acquaintance. However, after the lawyer's condition worsened and he could no longer pay rent for storage of cars, the owner of the garage sent the entire collection of rare cars to the field. According to some information, the lawyer later paid the arrears of the payments and the cars were to be returned to the covered garage. But for some reason, some of them remained stored in field. They stood there for many years, exposed to sunlight and rain. What happened to the person to whom these cars belonged is unknown. All we know is that his family could not become full owners of these cars for a long time, until recently, due to the fact that the transfer of the inheritance was delayed by an unspecified trial. Official documents were subsequently discovered confirming that at least 15 vehicles had been stored in the covered garage, including 13 Ferrari and 2 Rolls-Royce cars, but only 11 of them were found. Both Rolls-Royce had disappeared, as had 2 Ferrari. The rest of the cars were sent to a local Ferrari dealer for sale. It is reported that new owners for most of the cars have been found. That is a sad story.